I wondered why the
I didn't see anything update. Like a 2 screen usually takes.
Okay, we're on, and this is it. This is Ammar and Shez for the first time ever doing a watch along live for you guys. If I haven't said it before, I'll say it now. If you thought it was fun watching us bicker after a race, just imagine what it's going to be like during a race. I cannot wait. Although perhaps I can't quite imagine what it's going to be like. But Ammar, we had an absolute
celebrate you today, Shez. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong for you. I mean, you are in a win-win situation.
Well, I mean, I definitely didn't take part in qualifying yesterday, but I am excited for this for this race. We're definitely going to get into Charles Leclerc and his dodginess in qualifying later in the week, as if I'm going to let that go. But not today. Today is a day for celebration.
Let it go, Shez. Come on.
Before the race starts, definitely Lewis Hamilton's going to win. But I do want to voice at least a word of caution, because just now on the broadcast they were showing the 2025 race start, and it was the third man on the grid that came out in front come the first corner. That was last season George Russell, but this season, who's at number 3? Kimi freaking Antonelli.
Yeah. I mean, you can't ignore him. Come on. I mean,
you absolutely can't ignore him. But Ammar, look, what do you think about? I mean, we're just talking about the race start at the moment. We'll talk strategy in a second. We've got a few minutes before the race starts. But do you think, given how the starts have gone in Miami and Monaco, that the Ferraris still have that slight edge off the start line?
I think it depends. I think it's going to take a little bit of even the slightest of missteps from the Mercedes guys, right? The other question is, how aggressive are the two Mercedes drivers going to be? I mean, if they're smart about this, they should not be aggressive at the start. But Antonelli has shown no reason to let up either. So I'm expecting some fireworks. I really am, and I don't know which way this is going to go.
So far has not gained a place.
Well, I mean, he's also started P1 in the last race. So
but of the races where he's not started P1, he's not gained a place. And actually, he lost places in Miami as well, didn't he? Do you remember?
Yeah.
He ended up a little bit further back before he came back again. So there is a little bit of a chance here for Lewis to get off the line. And actually, race pace on Friday, although he didn't take part in free practice 1, the word on the street is Leclerc definitely had a spring in his step when it came to race pace. So, it could happen. It could happen.
I mean, yeah, I think the start can be cracking, but I think this is one of the races where, didn't they say that there were 2 or 3 pit stops possible? I mean, it could be a 3-stopper potentially.
Deg's going to be a big deal. We're still yet to see what tyres everybody starts with, but I think the smart money is that it will be definitely 2 stops, but there may be a couple of 3 stoppers in there as well. I expect that most people are going to start off on the mediums, is what I'd probably expect, and then we'll have to see how long they can eke those mediums out for. There'll definitely be some undercut opportunities at the front. Talk about George quickly. George has got pole. By a decent chunk from his teammate. She's about 0.3, isn't it? And there was some word that Kimi was complaining about deployment out of the final corner, which was cleared up as he didn't press his boost button on time. Okay, that's fine, but perhaps there's a little bit of time left in the locker there. But it's still a decent chunk of time that he was out qualified by his teammate by. And this is definitely what George Russell needs, isn't it?
This is definitely what George Russell needs. On the other hand, and by the way, this is a good weekend by him. I mean, I think I was watching both him and Charles, and I thought they were both on course to sort of get back into it, if you will. And one of them did, one of them didn't. And Russell has been, I think he's been all out consistent. I didn't check who was up in the timing sheets in the 3 practices, but it seemed like he had it very well hooked up through qualifying. And it seemed like Antonelli was just this tiny step behind. On the other hand, Shez, Antonelli don't need to win. He doesn't need to win this race. It's fine. If he, even if he finishes P3, it's not a big deal, actually.
For George,
so,
it's a completely different equation.
Yeah.
He needs to get his championship bid back on. He's been talking about a reset. But I think, look, so far this weekend, he's done everything that he kind of needs to do to make that reset like sort of work out. Okay, we're in. We're starting the intro. The intro. Oh my god, we're actually doing this as a live. Every time I watch this I'm hyped. How
Shez, I'm so excited. Now? I'm so excited for us today. We could potentially go streaking, you and I. I mean, if Hamilton wins, like, are we going to do it live? Like, what's our thing here? Like, are we allowed to do that? Is YouTube's going to ban us?
Well, right? I was thinking au naturel, to be honest, Ammar. And by that, I just mean you're just going to be
just
treated to whatever reaction comes into my head. Interesting. Check this out. Lewis Hamilton starting on soft tires.
Oh no, is that true?
Yeah.
No, it's not right.
Leclerc's on a set of mediums. Russell's on a set of mediums. Antonelli's on a set of mediums. Looks like Ferrari going all out for a big start.
And Max is too. Max is also on soft.
Yeah, Max also on.
You can't count Max out either. By the way, we shouldn't do that. At least for
fireworks.
The Red Bull's going to hold up for half the Grand Prix, and Max is going to dominate it. We haven't talked about Max a whole lot. I mean, I know that. And by the way, Shez, actually, I did want to ask you. I mean, McLaren are the sort of the dark horse in all of this, right? Because you would have thought they would have come in to this weekend having a better chance at Spain. Really, I mean, this would be their track, for crying out loud. But
but this is reliability issues aside. I don't think they've had any this weekend. They're still not great. I have to interrupt you because you know that bit after the intro where they start going through the tires and the elevation and they go through the grid. Have you ever been able to listen to that, watch that without bobbing your head like this? Just can't help myself.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
And so those of you that are new here, by the way, thank you all for joining us. We're seeing all the comments too. If you're new here, Shez and I have been playing this beat in our head, this intro, since we watched was it Austin 22, right? We've been trying to rekindle that magic for the last, what is it now, 3.5, 4 years now?
Yeah, definitely 4 years.
Yeah, so here we are. By the way, if you are here, thank you for joining us. We've been trying to do this. Many of you have asked us to do this for a while. Those of you that are new, we'll see some bickering. That's kind of what we do. Don't be alarmed by it. We love each other. But here we go. And by the way, we are here today because Ferrari's going to win. I'm just going to say that right now. And I think Sir Lewis Hamilton top step. Charles Leclerc, maybe if he gets lucky, maybe around a P4-ish, I could see that happening. But I definitely think this is a Lewis Hamilton thing. So we're ready to party, baby.
I think it's interesting, right? Just want a quick shout out to Dane Lua, who's just pointed out to me that Stroll and Alonso both on hard. So is Sergio Perez, actually.
Very important update.
I think it sounds like they're going long, but it does make this interesting for strategy. So Lewis might get a great start, but actually, do we think with the degradation these cars are going to have that the tires are going to last that long? No. So is he looking for a 3-stopper? Are we looking at a Ferrari 3-stopper from the off? That
or there's a safety car early on.
These guys splitting their strategies. Definitely safety car, yeah, maybe. But, are they splitting their strategies? Leclerc going for a 2-stop on the medium hards and Hamilton maybe going for a soft medium hard? Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
or a soft hard. Who knows? It's going to be very interesting.
For Charles, it's okay because he's starting P10, Shez, but for Lewis, I mean, come on.
Lewis has to get off the line, get into the lead, and then just streak off into the distance. That's the only way I see that plan working. But I'm really interested to see how that works out.
So Shez, I already got one prediction right, which is Hamilton's going to lead the race. So now it's going to happen automatically. I don't even care what kind of start.
What do you mean you've got one prediction right? We haven't started the race yet.
It's a done deal. Oh man, are we going to take questions? We're going to take questions? No, we're not. We didn't decide on that too.
We can definitely take some questions if there are.
If you guys, assuming we're not shouting at each other.
Well, we've got more than just each other to shout
stretch
at,
a little
right?
bit. So if I can start dancing here as soon as Hamilton goes into, come on, man, he's on the soft now. You can't. You've watched enough Formula One to know. Now the question is, by the way, those soft tires that Lewis put, they're like 2 laps. Like they run them in quali. So I don't know what.
This is it. So I thought yesterday was very, very clever. This is something we're going to come back to again. The fact that he decided to go for a banker lap on a set of used tires, telling the team what he wanted to do. A bit of assertiveness there, Ammar. Wasn't that clever?
It really is clever. It's the mark of someone that has been in Formula One for damn near 20 years. I mean,
knows how to tell his team. Knows how to tell his team what.
This is what happens. Okay? This is why, Shez, this is why you go to college. You learn those things. You go out of your safe space at home, and then you learn things, and then you're battle test, and you come back. I mean, look at this. Okay, so it could be still a 2-stopper for Lewis too.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how tire whispery he can be. Yeah, here we go. So on the screen, 2 stops, soft, medium, hard, hard. I think but there is that outside chance that Lewis goes for a free stopper. If it happens, you heard it here, probably about 20th. But
2 predictions right. There we go.
2 predictions.
Man, this is.
Oh my god! I'm so excited for this race start, Ammar.
I am too. This is going to be one of the best races, I think. Shez, the other thing is, I think you have Sky and I have F1 TV. So there we go. Look at that, man. We are about as diversified as we can be.
That's true. I'm gonna call this out right now. There is definitely a delay between the live feed that you can see on our screen and what I can see on the Sky feed. So so if you see the cars moving, because I think Russell is just lining up on the he's just coming up the pit straight now, but on screen he's just coming around turn 10. So if you see me a little bit delayed in terms of my reaction, you're going to see Ammar go whoa, and you're going to see me go what whoa.
Do you want me to give you a spoiler alert, or like what do you want me to do?
Spoilers. I have to say, Ammar, like, to be honest, most of the time I do watch the races with about a 30-second delay anyway. So there's always a bit of delayed gratification, so I can never watch the race with anybody else.
But if we hadn't watched this together today, I would have broken news to you. Like I would have live tweeted or texted you throughout, like whatever. Like just
lame. Why would you have done that?
I don't know. Just to make you happy, man. Come on. It's our time to celebrate. Like we've been like, nah, man, when was the last time Ferrari won a race? It's like 2 years ago. God, I don't even know.
Ammar, how many lights are on right now? Because they're just lined up.
Too many, man. The FIA should be ashamed of themselves for doing this. They really should be. Like, go through the pit lane. If you're not going to be able to start, it's fine. Cool.
Ammar, you're saying all this, but it's not even started yet. Like they've just lined up on the grid.
Okay. What I mean is, from what I'm seeing, the last Aston Martin, I don't know who it is lining up. One of them went in. That's what I've got as well. So maybe actually the live feed is a little bit ahead. Yes. Yeah, maybe our tracker is going to be.
They've started already.
All right, Shez, here we go. Oh, wait, we have to wait 10 seconds. Oh, God, that's just crazy, man. It's crazy they did this stuff, man. I'm never going to get over it.
Oh, you're still ahead of me. Okay, I'm going
to No. The final car is just lined up, green flag waved in the backdrop.
They've started already, look. And I think I already know how this has gone into the first corner.
Oh, no, we're behind?
We're already behind. Oh, dear. Looks like
no! All right, never mind. It's okay. Just put a delay on the thing, and it's fine. We'll be fine. Yes, there we go. Absolutely. Hamilton. Oh my God, Russell's got a pretty good start, Shez.
I still haven't got it yet. So
man,
I've
that's
got 3
crazy.
Lights, 4 lights.
That Hamilton couldn't get his start. Oh my goodness.
Go.
All right, everyone's got through turn 1. Everyone's looking fine. There's a Red Bull. Goodness.
No, Lewis
how did Russell manage?
No, okay. Now, George,
how did Russell manage to get such a great start on
Norris?
those?
Is that Norris trying to?
Yeah, that's Norris and Max.
To get through on Antonelli, but Antonelli did not have the start I think he wanted. So here we go.
Well, but we expected that. Oh man, I'm a little bit surprised Lewis didn't get.
Is that Max going around the outside of Piat? No. Yes, so Leclerc's made up 3 places off the start. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, You kind of expected that, though. I mean, he would have qualified. He would have qualified P4 at worst, right? P4. Right? So,
how far
but
is he
this
off
is
the back
surprising, Shez. How is it that? Oh goodness! How did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have
Leclerc's on the
Ferrari
back
and
of Piastri, but he's only
right,
a
Shez.
second off now. And Lewis is now 1.5 off Russell. So George is just streaking off.
This is going to help Russell? No, because
absolutely, this is not
Lewis
the plan working out for
now.
Lewis Hamilton, but it is definitely the plan working out for George Russell.
Oh my God, Russell is gone. Like I don't. He's
1.7.
Yeah, you're right. 1.5 seconds.
In fact, now what I'm worried about is Lewis is going to come under pressure from Kimi, but Norris. Oh no. So Lewis has got about a second over.
Yeah.
Over Kimi going into turn 10 there. Oh, nice. Yeah. He's well ahead. But Lewis is he's got a bit of a turn of pace here, hasn't he, on those soft tires? But how long is that going to last for him?
Yeah, this is not the start I'd expected.
No.
And if they're not going to jump the Mercedes up front,
no, but Mar, it's not a bad start either. Like, okay, Lewis is outside of that 1 second, but Kimi is a second 1.2 away from Lewis as well.
Yeah, but those soft tires are going to start falling off really
100%,
quickly.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. 100% agree. This is not.
It's one thing to be up front because I know that it's easier to follow, but in clean air, it's a lot better than it is. And
yeah,
although absolutely. At this rate, Russell's going to be 5 seconds ahead anyway. So
So this is the deal that Lewis is going to have to come to terms with, right? Like he can't absolutely demolish his tires trying to keep up with George. So absolutely, I think you can see that gap is going to open up over the course of the next few.
And I missed what Max did at behind. He got 2 spots too. So right, he started P7, no?
Yeah. But George, I think Charles has got the best of both worlds, doesn't he? He's made up 3 places and he's on the medium. So, in terms of what he can do with his strategy, is actually not a bad strategy.
Smart money.
Yeah, exactly. So the only other thing that I think Lewis can do is, as I say, go for it right now. Just absolutely use those tires up, and then aim for a really short first stint. And plan for a 3-stopper. But that only really would have worked if he got into the lead off the start.
Yeah,
that's not where he's at. He's over 2 seconds behind now. Still keeping Antonelli sort of honest, and they're starting to get strung out a little bit in that top 5.
Man, even if you're Antonelli, Shez, like your goal is to just at worst come P2. I think you got the Ferrari on this occasion. I mean, now, man, he's already 2 seconds behind on my screen. How much is he on? Yeah, 2 seconds. Oof. That is a huge. Lindblad went off track, and there's so much action happening, and we're always focused on the front, but there was a lot happening in the middle there.
Yeah,
and we want to see what Max did.
Look how strung out they've got already. I mean,
already.
Remember this whole new rule set was supposed to allow cars to follow a bit easier, allow for a few more overtakes. I have to say, I was hoping for a few overtakes in this race. Obviously, there's going to be a bit of a tyre management phase. Here we go. Charles Leclerc on the back of Piastri. That seems to be the battle, Now, that seems to be one of the closest ones. These 3, Verstappen, Piastri, Leclerc.
Yeah. I see Leclerc too now. I mean, if Ferrari had the goods going into this, you would think Leclerc would be able to make up spots. But I think the smart money is to, just not save your tires. I mean, particularly for Leclerc, because he's coming from back. This is always a little bit of a catch-22, right? The further ahead you qualify, I feel like the less options you have because everything is more risky. But when you qualify a little bit behind or you fail to qualify, then there are some options available.
Yeah, sure. But I get the feeling that Leclerc is out of position here. Like this is not where he expected to start, especially in relation to Max and Piastri. And on those medium tires, actually, if he ekes them out a little bit now, or doesn't eke them out, just uses them a little bit more, he may be planning to undercut his way past and then have the hards for a longer middle stint. But this is not going to work out for him if he doesn't get ahead of these 2 cars. But look, he's already
Russell is gone, dude.
He's closing in on Oscar Piastri here, isn't he, Charles Leclerc? How far away is he? 0.6. And Piastri's now lost the overboost on Max Verstappen. He's looking like a sitting duck to Leclerc. Is Kimi? Yeah, Kimi's now starting to catch up with Lewis. So I think it's only a matter of time before Kimi gets past, and that's really starting to show what the actual pace of that Mercedes-Benz is. Yeah, but he will. This is not how Lewis expected this to pan out.
I mean, once you gambled on the soft tires, if you are not going to get P1, it is. It's not the worst case. I mean, had he got usurped by Antonelli too, then it would have really been bad.
So Charles only
had a good start,
behind 0.2. Oh my God, is he going for an overtake on Piastri? Which we can't see because we're delayed.
Oh man, what the hell, dude? Like, I hate the feed, man. Like, they're not showing us the action.
No, it's because we're late. Because there's a delay. We're going to see it, I'm sure.
Well, I'm seeing replays right now of everyone's start.
Yeah.
It's and then there's a box and box kind of situation.
Look in the little box.
Yeah, I do. But like, I mean, we can wait to see that later now. At this point, like, it's shown so late, Shez. Like, it doesn't make any sense, especially because there was nothing happening the last couple of hours.
Yeah, that's true. But this seems to be an opportunity. I have a feeling we're going to move on to that live screen in a second. They're going around the final corner now. I think Leclerc's definitely got a run on him.
Too far back. Oh, I think I was red. Those brakes.
He's on him. Is he going to go for it?
One of those tracks where overtaking is not as easy.
He's almost pushing Piastri through the corner there. Okay, was that the best chance he was going to get?
Probably for another lap or two.
Piastri's got medium tyres as well. Leclerc's still within that second, and obviously at that detection zone, which is off the final corner, he's definitely going to get overboost. So let's see what we're looking at now. Back to the again.
Important update: Stroll's boxing.
Interesting. What was that about? He's on the hard tyres at the start as well.
Retiring, yeah.
Problem with gearbox. Okay, there we
go. This track feels like it's going to be hard to overtake. No, although you would have thought. I mean, everyone's complaining about Monaco. We may not get a whole lot of overtakes here.
Barcelona classically has been a track where you can't overtake.
I know.
And in the ground effect era, actually it became a bit better because, especially in that first season, you had a ground effect and you didn't have overbody turbulence quite so much. But then they built in outwash into the cars, and then that advantage was lost. But in that first season, 2022, actually even in 23 and 24, do you remember the George Russell Lando Norris moves? Those were great. But here we go. And Charles dropped off a little bit.
I mean, some of this also has to do with, like, I think when he tried to, so I'm seeing the replay of when Charles was, he almost rear-ended him. Oof. Between the brakes and the deployment stuff, I don't think Charles is comfortable with the car just yet. And where's Lewis? They haven't shown.
Wow.
Yeah, you just saw it, right? Yeah.
That's why he dropped off a little bit after that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to need a moment again to.
But I think that was fair game from Piastri. He was in the middle of the.
There you go. Antonelli's got Hamilton now.
Oof. I think he's 1.2 behind on my screen.
Yeah.
There's Lewis. There's Kimi. They're not. He's not close just yet. Now, there's a bit of a slide for Piastri through turn 3 there. Sorry, turn 8. Now we're going down turn 9. This used to be a DRS zone. Obviously, they don't have that anymore. So where are the overtakings?
When you watch Leclerc and Piastri, just watch both of them. They're both taking different lines, completely different lines.
Yeah, but I think Charles trying to scare him a little bit. Like he's taking a slightly wider line through turn 12 there. Interesting. Leclerc's still not close enough, is he?
Yeah, but Piastri's offline now. Look at that. Piastri's offline. Oh, come on, Charles. Come on.
No.
Come on, babe.
The problem is, with the delay.
There you go. It's done. It's done, baby. It's done. Oh, it's sort of done.
The problem is, I know that he's not. It's done. I know that he's not got past him. That's the problem.
He has. It's done. You're a little behind.
Oh, has he done it? Oh, he has done it. Nice.
What
nice
I mean,
move.
So whatever happened, like the same thing at turn 1, right? I think it spooked Piastri now a little bit, so Piastri went offline. Man, are the soft tire guys holding up okay? I mean, you know what? I have to maybe the difference between the soft and the medium isn't too bad.
Yeah. I mean, but he's keeping Kimi behind, isn't he? 1.7 seconds at the moment. Charles needed that move. He really needed that move. But the question now is, how much of his tires has he used up in now having to get past Max? Because then the next target is Norris. It's how far can he get in this first stint on this set of tires before he has to start thinking about coming in, or does he eke this stint out as far as he can to have tires for later on in the race, perhaps another set of mediums?
Well, he's got Verstappen ahead of him and on soft tires, so in theory that should be a good overtake. Good overtake. It should be easy to get him given the tire differences. But
Charles' last lap was a 1:23.4. Verstappen's last lap was a 1:23.6.
Yeah, it's going to take a minute because
so he's definitely catching.
Oh, that's Hadjar. Oh my God, who was that? Lawson. Oh my God, Lindblad. Man, these Red Bull
good move
guys are pretty good, man. Like even, who was that? Was that Gasly and Colapinto? And battling it out. Hey, shout out to Pierre for getting his P3 back, by the way. Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
From Monaco. Yeah. We didn't get
I mean, I think that creates an entire precedent that I think is going to be difficult to unravel. It's already, we've already got Toto Wolff talking about the fact that Mercedes are now going to launch legal action. They're looking into legal action about getting George Russell.
They can't do anything about that. Yeah, they can't do anything.
They can't. But
what are they going to do? Like they're going to take off 20 seconds or something? Like what are they? I mean,
but again, this is a bit of a farce, isn't it, for the FIA? You're giving out a penalty, and then you're rescinding that penalty post race, and you're giving positions back, which means that other people lose positions. I just think that's just a really tricky web to untangle going forwards, and it has created a precedent that this can happen. Here we go, Charles on the back of Max. He's getting closer.
Yeah, I think Leclerc's going to catch up now. Yeah, because again, I think those soft tires are going to start to fall off. There's just no way. I mean, lap 15 is the window, no? So we're coming up on that in a couple of laps.
Max's softs are older than Leclerc's mediums.
Yeah.
Last lap was a 1:23.5 on Leclerc, a 1:23.8 on Leclerc, 1:24.3 on Verstappen. It's, what's that? 0.5. It's half a second quicker. Yeah, it's going to happen.
I'm so disappointed that Hamilton couldn't jump Russell now, because this plays really well for Mercedes. They have enough spacing between the two Ferraris, between him rather.
But are you thinking that's it? That Lewis's chance of a win is over, or do you think? No.
I mean, it's too soon for that. It's 10 of 66. But I mean, you would have. I mean, the whole point of
might happen in a race this early as well, right? So.
Well, you think it's over?
I mean, I don't know. Not necessarily. Like he's keeping Kimi. He's keeping Kimi honest at the moment. It's just what decisions come out of the pit wall for Lewis, right? So he's got 12 lap old softs versus George's 10 lap old mediums. He's going to have to eke those out a little bit, or he's going to have to go for an undercut and go for a really long middle stint, or perhaps go for a 3-stopper. But I actually don't know what the pit stop loss here is going to be. 24-25 seconds, isn't it? So is that time that he's going to be able to make up if he does a 3-stopper? I don't know.
You don't want to do a 3-stopper if you can avoid it. I mean, again, I don't think it makes sense. So the question is, how far can you string these out? And in reality, both Hamilton, Max is probably going to lose his position. He just pitted?
Yeah, he's just pitted.
Wow, I didn't. Okay, man. Why am I so far behind though? Does this make sense?
Well, no, it's just on our live tracker. Look, he's pitted.
Wow. That's
he's come
not
out 7th, just in front of Nico Hülkenberg. Can he keep that position?
Yeah.
Yes, he can, and he's come out on the hard. So Lewis is going to go for a long middle stint.
Yeah, but this definitely commits him to a 2-stopper. No.
It was always going to be a 2-stopper.
This commits him to a 3-stopper.
No, I don't think it does. It depends how long
he can't.
Well, it depends how long he can keep those hards going for. He just needs a really long middle stint, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then create a tire offset for the end of the for the end of the race. That has to be the play here.
Yeah, it's interesting because there are a lot of medium runners behind him. Pretty much everyone.
So he's pulled the undercut card, and if he then comes out ahead of George and Kimi, that's what he's done, isn't it? He's basically put the cat amongst the pigeons in terms of look at this. Yeah, okay. So George is coming literally the next lap.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. He have a 3 second advantage. It's not a big deal.
But it's whether or not Kimi shouldn't get ahead of Lewis, all things being equal.
Well, Lewis Kimi might have played this well, Shez. I mean, if you're going to be able to run longer.
Okay, this is it. This is George exiting the pit lane. Lewis right behind him. What's the gap? He's now 2 seconds behind George Russell. Not bad.
See? Not bad, but that's your race win gone, basically.
But that's George Russell on hards. Let's see what he does.
It's the beauty of being that far ahead, and you can max win it too. So there's that. So
yeah. I mean,
those medium runners need to run it out. Like Antonelli needs to go long. Shez, they have a shot at a one stop too, if that's the case. They do.
But the problem, potentially, absolutely. The problem that George has is that he didn't really get the stint out of those medium tires, did he? So he would have wanted to go a bit further on into the race. He now, does he have a new set of softs? Probably doesn't. Does Lewis need them? Probably not.
Oh, this plays well for Antonelli, Shez. This really does. At this point, anyway.
How far is Lewis? He's only 1.4. So he's trying to go for it in this first couple of laps, but it's not.
I don't think the Ferrari has the raw pace. It's one thing to put the car up there in the quali, but if he didn't jump Mercedes to begin with, then
absolutely. So how long is Kimi going to stay out for? Do we think is he going to eke this out until sort of lap 20?
McLaren's coming in, Norris. Wow, that's pretty soon for.
Yeah, the medium tires are clearly coming in. Yeah, so clearly they're not working. So the soft tires probably were the tires to come.
They probably were
start
okay.
Off on.
Yeah, and that's way too soon for mediums.
So where's Chuck? Chuck is second.
And now he's second behind Antonelli. I mean, for Leclerc, this is all about running as long as he can. It helps him, and then it also helps Lewis as well.
That's what these two needed to do. Yeah. Kimi, I've gotten good authority. Is just a bit better at tire degradation than his teammate.
Really?
This is where it's going to.
7 seconds behind.
I mean, it's perverse, really, because Kimi's meant to have the more aggressive driving style. Versus George, who's a bit more of a smooth driver, and you definitely expect, if you think back to somebody like Jenson Button, that it's the smoother drivers that are able to keep their tires a bit longer. But Kimi actually, if the word on the street is to be believed, is the guy that has better tire management. But he's just come in. So Lewis has got ahead of him. He's now 6 seconds behind behind Lewis Hamilton. So he's lost a bit of time there, hasn't he? So Lewis has obviously made up a bit of time on that with that undercut, and he's coming under pressure from. Why
are they pitting Antonelli?
They had to cover.
This makes no sense.
No, it does because they had to cover Lando Norris. That's what they've done.
Maybe because Mercedes shouldn't have pitted Russell.
Why? But Mercedes had to pit because Lando Norris had already come in, and I don't think that Mercedes felt they had the pace to be able to continue that stint and still come out ahead of Lando later.
Man, but you could stay. So Leclerc's going to have to pit too now. Now, pretty much everyone.
How many laps are we? Lap 15. Leclerc's out there. He's got a 4.5 second advantage over George Russell. Like, he's not going to take the lead, but where's the gap that he would fall into? It'll be sort of
he'll be right behind Hamilton,
Antonelli. Yeah, the Hamilton-Antonelli gap. So this works out potentially for Leclerc, doesn't it? That he could potentially fall into that gap and come out ahead of Kimi Antonelli. But it depends when he decides. At
worst, I think he'd want to be ahead of Max.
He's coming in. He's going to come in this lap.
Yeah.
So Leclerc's going to come in this lap. It will be Ferrari line astern. But I have a feeling he's going to come out just ahead of Kimi Antonelli. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out at the pit exit. Oh,
no, he's staying out.
He's okay. So it was a box. Leclerc's overruled the pit wall.
There you go, Shez. You're welcome.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I hope it works out.
I think that it benefits him to go opposite. I don't see why you would want to. Again, I don't know. So instinctively, this feels like the better decision in my mind. But who knows?
But he is struggling, man. Look at that front left, that front right.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, he's going to lose some time to the front runners, but this could be a potential one-stop for him.
His last lap was 1:24. Now he's coming. Yeah, he had to come in. Because George Russell had a lap time that was 3 seconds quicker than his. There's no way he was going to be able to stay out.
Never in history have been corrected so quickly by circumstances.
Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay, so it'll be interesting to see where did he come out? He's come out.
As long as he comes out ahead of Max, I think
he's come out behind Verstappen. Okay. He's come out way behind Verstappen.
No, he's gonna pay the price for that now.
Yeah, and it was Piastri that they were basically covering. Yeah, okay, so Chuck came in and is now status quo again. But Lewis in that little pit phase has gained about sort of 6-7 seconds on Kimi Antonelli. Although Kimi now has 3-lap fresher hard tires. I sometimes wonder about that, Ammar. When you're talking about you've got a car who's got 1 or 2 laps fresher tires, and how important is that? Like how long is the lap at Barcelona? What is it,
like a minute 22? 20?
No. I mean in terms of like distance.
Oh, I had to go check.
Like, what, 2 miles?
Probably.
Right. So to imagine that's 5. If you've got 3-lap younger tires, that's basically 6 miles worth of extra of less wear you have on your tire when it comes to using that extra pace, right? So it's not insignificant having that extra little bit of bite when you're going around. So I never completely disregard that amount of time. So
no, but I mean a lot of it depends on characteristics too, right? So we saw Bottas going in, what a wretched season.
To retire. So is Kimi now starting to catch Lewis? Yes, he is, but not by a huge amount, a couple of tenths on the last lap. That was Kimi's fastest lap of the race.
Kimi should play this smart and just play the long game on this one. Like,
but Lewis is going to have to do the same thing, isn't he? Isn't Lewis going to have to do the same thing?
Probably. I mean, you want to leave the challenge for a little bit later in the race because there's definitely one more round of pit stops, right? So
100%, but it's whether or not, like, this is the stint where Lewis has to eke it out, I think, or he gets close enough to George that at the next round of pit stops the undercut works for him. Like, he's already got a bit closer now. He's not like 5 or 6 seconds behind. Although again, George is pulling out a bit of a gap on him again. Last lap. Not a million miles away. Okay. They're within the ballpark of each other, aren't they? So so maybe, and then Lewis is either in position to do the undercut or in the position to force the other driver into an undercut and then eke out his stint a little longer and have fresher tires at the end. But if that's the play that you're going for, Ammar, like, what are the chances of being able to overtake around here? We haven't seen.
No, we haven't seen anyone.
We've seen Leclerc going past Piastri with a wonder move around turn 3.
But those are just on a tire offset, really.
Exactly. But how much of a tire offset can Lewis create at the end?
It's not on the same compound, really. It has to be different compounds.
Yeah,
really.
maybe. I don't think they've got a new set of softs to run on, but perhaps a new set of mediums if they've saved a set. And that is information. Somebody please correct me in the chat that's sort of going on in the background. Let us know. Does Lewis have an extra set of mediums? A brand new set for the end, perhaps, because that could well be the play that wins him the race. This is getting to be exciting, but this is one of those this is the
It
window
is going to
in the
get
middle of the
exciting.
race.
It really is.
Yeah,
By
this
the
is the
way,
window
the
in the middle of
chat
the
is
race
a
when it
little
starts
quiet
to.
now. Everyone's glued into the race. So there's that. I mean, we're not even a third of the way away. So
No, we're
let's say
not.
the track temperature today is still pretty high, right? It's in the 50s. So yeah, it's 50.5. So that's, I mean, I would have expected. I think, Shez, the issue right now is everyone is trying to manage tires at this point. That's probably why we haven't gotten a whole lot of aggressive overtaking. My guess is that Hamilton could pull up right next to Russell, but the problem is he would ruin his tires right away. There's no point in doing that at this stage in the race.
He is closing
He's
in
within,
on
yeah,
it, isn't he?
He's within 2 seconds, right? Give or take.
Kimi is closing in on Lewis though as well. And that's,
you'd expect that, right?
but
I think Antonelli. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go on.
I was going to say this is playing very well for Antonelli. He's sitting just far back enough to really make a challenge, and he doesn't have to do that just yet. Although I do feel like Mercedes could have waited a little bit longer in going through those pit stops or whatever. They decided to do what they did.
I don't know. I think the problem was that Kimi had to cover Lando. Like you saw how close Lando was on the exit, right? So I think there's no way that you can. I just think there's no way that they could have avoided that. And I think somebody's just said what I was about to say. Direct HGX, thank you for your comment, mate. What I was going to say was I think the fact the fact that George and Lewis are sort of matching reflects a little bit more George's pace. Like I think he's just watching what Lewis is doing and just maintaining his pace, not taking too much out of his tires, because that's the flexibility that he wants at the end of this stint, isn't it? This is an impressive race from George Russell, you know. It
really is. This is the kind of race he wanted to come back. And for Kimi Antonelli also. The Kimi is playing for P2 really in this case. Ooh, who was that that went off track? Who did I see go off track? Was that Antonelli? No, that's Gasly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Gasly. No, it was. Kimi went a little bit wide.
Wasn't it Kimi?
Yeah, through turn 10, just a little wide.
Yeah, I mean,
Kimi get a track limits warning for that.
P3 isn't the worst thing either for him, so it's quite okay.
I am starting to worry for Lewis
Smith
now
because a same type of tire offset is still a huge advantage if someone can help manage during quali.
Yeah, there you go, 6/10 a lap.
That's to your point.
Yeah, especially if there is a difference in compound as well. But this is, I think George is just managing his pace here. And it's going to be a question of when the time comes, if Lewis tries to undercut, is that the point at which George absolutely unleashes? We are on plan C. Does that sound like a 3-stopper to you? Well, there you go. I got in there before Harry Benjamin did.
I'm just watching the Hadjar and
Lindblad, yeah. So is Leclerc catching up with Max? Yes, he is. Again, to the tune of about.
Did Max go in on mediums too, right? So there's going to be an offset at some point again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, for Leclerc, P4 is realistic at this point. Again, and barring something crazy happening up front. I think he could get Norris. That's about as far as he can go.
Did you hear that? So that was Pete Bonington saying happy with Kimi asking, is
Kimi
it okay
pushing.
To push? So again, look, that time to Lewis is starting to come down 3.8 seconds back. That's roughly, it's just over a second more than the gap that Hamilton has to George Russell, which is also being eked out a little bit as well. Is this basically Lewis a race for third? God, I hope not. I hope he can keep second, but this is getting a bit tricky.
It's early days, Shez, but maybe in hindsight they shouldn't have started on the soft tires. I'm just saying that it's too soon. I
don't think it made any difference.
My God!
Because he ended up forcing George Russell into a pit stop with the fear of an undercut.
It doesn't matter, no, right? I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, look at that. I agree with Mr. Director. He said it's outrageous that the FIA nerfed the starts. I could not agree more. Like, honestly, Shez, like if they hadn't done that, Hamilton would have been like in Madrid by now. Like it really would. Like this is crazy that they've done that. And I get that they did it the first couple of races. Like they should really like let go of that a
I
little
mean,
bit now.
entertainment versus safety. It's a slightly difficult
Oh no,
balance,
don't give me that. Don't give me that. There's many more ways to be safe. Like that's
but
not.
Ammar,
That's
your
not
solution is just put everybody in the pit lane. That's not a solution.
Just hey man, you have a choice. If you know you're gonna have a hard time behind a Ferrari, you qualified, you drop down the order. Cool, no problem. People do that all the time,
Ammar,
right?
That's not the point. Is that there's so much of a differential between certain teams off the start in that scenario. You end up with a who was it? It was Colapinto versus Lawson in Australia. You get that scenario happening every race, and your solution, because you haven't given me anything better than everyone should just start from the pits. That's not a solution. No one's going to watch Formula One if everyone starts from the pits.
They don't have to start from the pits. Just drop behind the Ferraris. It's very simple. And there's only like 4 Ferrari powered engines. It's not like there's 17 of them. It's not like Mercedes having how many ever they do, like 8 or 9.
Exactly. So all of those Mercedes engine cars and all of those Audi engine cars and all of those Honda engine cars.
I mean, it's also a bit of a farce that it's safe also.
No, I actually don't agree with that, because it actually isn't safe. And that was why they did it. This is one of the complaints that was made before the season even started. So absolutely, it wasn't safe, and that's why they've done it. And it's not about it didn't happen, so therefore it is safe. It's the potential for what could happen is why they had to do it. And look,
well, they were going to do it. They should have done it when they were making the rules, and when Ferrari brought that up. That's my only point. If you didn't do it then, you can't just decide it's unsafe. Like it was never. If it wasn't going to be unsafe, it wasn't going to be unsafe when Fred brought it up to you, and it wasn't going to be. So what did they do? They ignored Ferrari. For what reason? They think the Ferrari are stupid or what? Like anyway, let's move on.
Well, no, I just think that Ferrari, there were things that they could concentrate on. And they decided to be clever about it, and they said it's more important for us to have starts and let me finish and have exits out of a corner than it is to have full power. And where was the differentiator in terms of performance in this rule set?
They only went for the competitive but they only went for the competitive advantage when they went and asked the FIA, and the FIA weren't going to close that loophole. It's no different than anything else.
Even with that advantage, right, when they had those mega starts in Australia and China and Japan, did they win those races?
No, but now it would have played in. It's not just about a single outcome.
No, but that's the point, though. It wouldn't have, because the other teams have started to catch up in terms of what they were doing before the race starts. I don't know, Ammar. I understand your beef, but I don't see the fact.
Should be yours too. I'm surprised you're not joining me on this one. This is
because I'm not a Ferrari fan or a Lewis fan more than I am a Formula One fan. And I want to see. I understand what a race is about. Like, I'm not blinded by the fact that I'm a Ferrari or a Lewis fan.
That's a good question. I've been wanting to ask this. Shez. Like, we all got into Formula One because we liked a driver or team, no? So we've got to at some point have somebody we really root for. Like, it's got to be that, no? You couldn't have just said, "Oh, I'm so excited to watch all of them." Like you have to have had one or two.
Yeah, but I'm not to the detriment of the entire sport. So look, I came into Formula One. I was a huge Michael Schumacher fan. And it was brilliant to watch Michael Schumacher in that, that story from the middle of 1996 when he turned up at Ferrari and slowly built up towards a world championship. It was absolutely brilliant. But then, when you then see how that pans out for the following 5 seasons, like, yes, I was bored. 2004 was not an interesting season. So did I appreciate that everything was shaken up a little bit, and then we got the Fernando Alonso era in 2005, 2006? Absolutely, I was. It was brilliant to see that happen, because sometimes what is good for the sport isn't good for a particular team, and even if that's a team I support, I can absolutely separate myself from that.
Okay. Cool.
But that's why this start procedure thing.
Well, again, we're never going to agree on this. So what's Lando doing? Lando looks like he's in the mix. Hey, Lando quietly just sort of getting there now. Oof.
Yeah, Martin Brundle.
I think Antonelli's got Hamilton, Shez. No, sorry.
Yeah, and I think he has as well. but then it really is a case of at the start of the second stint, does Lewis go, right, I'm going to pull the trigger early? I mean, he has to. Or, plan C really is a 3-stopper and he does a short second stint and then switches on to mediums when everybody else is on hards, and then does like a 20 lap or 10 lap stint at the end. Is he running out of laps to do that? We're on lap 27, 40 left. Interesting.
Ooh. So everyone's taking that wide line in the second turn 2 right now. The front feels a bit weak under bounce or Russell. Okay, man, Mercedes have some reliability issues. No, this is not that obviously, but
that's not a reliability issue, though, is it?
No, I said this is not that, but it just makes me wonder at some point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but as Martin's saying, that's something that you could that's a message that the driver is giving, because it's something that you can fix at the pit stop, right? You can add another turn of front wing, maybe just give him a bit more bite. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because George is a driver that needs that initial bite. He needs to be able to feel that initial bite, so he's probably going to be quite sensitive to that front end going in.
Yeah. Antonelli's right there, and I think. Dude, I feel like even Norris is in the mix now. For that podium.
Yeah, there we go. Lewis has pulled the trigger early. He's gone into the pits. He's
gone into the pits already?
He's going for a 3-stop.
Oof.
This has to be a 3-stop.
That's a bit risky, man.
Yeah, but what have you got to lose?
To fall out of podium. And there are plenty of characters behind him. I mean, I don't think you can count Norris out too. McLaren's having a pretty decent race. Oof. What's he going to put on, the softs? What is he doing? I'm a little behind you here, so you tell me.
So Lewis has gone on to mediums. Brand new set of mediums for the middle stint. Yeah.
This really plays well for Anton. Oh, did Lewis have a hard time? Oof. I hope this is not one of them.
So Hamilton's now behind Oscar.
Shez, this is not good. This is not good what they're doing. Oh, man. I mean, I know this.
But he's now got 13 lap younger tires than Oscar Piastri.
And what? You can't overtake so easily on this track. It's so hard. I'm watching some of them.
With that kind of offset, you can.
Man, you're going to have to do a lot of catching up.
2.6 seconds.
And these are all formidable cars ahead.
You know what? Even if he doesn't win this race or get a podium, this is going to be absolute dynamite to watch.
I agree, but Shez, come on, man! I'm not wearing a Ferrari hat to just see a dynamite. I want to see Ferrari win too. I mean,
yeah, sure.
I feel like we're going to look back on this race.
All right, let's be honest. With a 2-stop strategy, he was not going to win. If he just does the same thing as everybody else at the front, he was not going to win. This is Lewis going for a big result. Let's see. It's already 0.386 behind Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, I agree. But at some point,
he's 4 seconds quicker than Oscar Piastri that last lap.
Shez, those guys are all managing, and by the time you get back to where you were, your tires are going to be nuked.
The beauty of this strategy is that he doesn't have to
hope for a
manage his
safety
tires.
car at this point.
He doesn't have to manage his tires. He can just go for it.
Okay.
He can just go for it because he knows he's got another stint after. Right, he's past Piastri. Let's have a watch of this. Because I see it on the track mapper and now I'm going to see it on screen because I think it's not going to happen in this lap. It's going to happen in the next lap. He's already... All right, so he's 6 seconds behind Charles. You'd have to imagine that Charles...
Yeah, Charles probably will let him by, yeah.
Right? Because that has to be the team play. But Lewis is just going to burn it now. Like, that's the only play he's got, right? He has to absolutely cane these tires to be able to make up the gap.
I'm so far behind you. Goodness.
I'm looking at the track map. So that's why he couldn't get him on that first attempt. But he's going to get him. I think he's going to get him round. Oh yeah, go on, Lewis, go on, go. Yes, round the outside of turn 3. Let's go. Okay, so that's Lewis past Oscar. He's got. So Leclerc has got because Verstappen's in the pits. So Max is now probably going for a 3-stopper as well. Okay, that takes another driver out of the way. Lewis is now 4.5 behind Charles Leclerc and gaining. The big gap really is between Leclerc and Norris, which is about an 11-second gap. So it's about 15 seconds between Lewis and Lando Norris. That's going to be the gap that he has to try and make up in this stint before Norris pit. Okay, let's see what he can
Antonelli got a
do.
black and white flag too. This is.
That's Kimi that got a black and white flag.
Yeah, Antonelli at the end.
Does not need 100%. Does not need it.
Oof.
3.3.
All right. Well, Ferrari managed to turn the race now, so on its head a little bit.
Yeah, because people are going to start doing the same thing, aren't they? But he's got he's got huge pace. So anybody that pits now, they have to be careful, right? Because
no, if you haven't pitted already, you don't pit anymore. Correct. You just keep going longer.
That is correct. So Lewis is 18 seconds behind. So if George pits now, he comes out behind Lewis Hamilton.
They have no reason to pit. Yeah, they just keep going. By the time Lewis gets back to them, he's gonna have lost half the life in his tires. So I agree. This is you're right. In the end, they had to do something different, and that's fair.
Kimmy's right on the back of George now as well. As George is negotiating some traffic.
Is he struggling with something? That happened really fast.
Traffic. He's got Sainz.
But it couldn't be that bad.
Yeah. He's going past Lindblad, Bortoleto.
Russell was like 7. Oof. But Antonelli's got a black and white flag too, so he's got to be careful. Really careful.
If I'm him, Lewis watch, he's on 1.8 behind Charles.
Yeah, Leclerc's going to let him pass for sure. I don't foresee that being an issue, and also the tire offset is so far off. So.
Yeah, but as I say, he is going like George is going for a heap of traffic right now. That's his problem. But there he goes. Has he got past Sainz now? Oh no, but Kimi's still on him. Kimi is still on him.
This is going to be a problem for Mercedes. How the hell did that happen? How did they get so close?
Well, Kimi's only just got past Carlos Sainz, hasn't he?
Oof.
No, Sainz is
if Mercedes are smart, they're going to tell their drivers to hold station for
that was a bit unlucky for George in that he had to get past Carlos Sainz and Kimi.
I'd like for them to not do any rules here, please. I'd like for the Mercedes to fight. So
okay, there we go. Leclerc's let Hamilton through.
Yeah, of course. You just let him through. At this point, there's no point. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what kind of lap times have we got.
Are they going to fight? Oh man, can you show me? I have not seen the Mercedes cars.
Oof. Yeah. 0.5 of a second. Yeah, we're seeing it. So the delay in our feed means that what we're seeing right now is Kimi going on the back of George. George is not the tire whisperer. Kimi is. And he's also got newer tires by 2 laps. Remember what we were saying? That's 6 miles worth of extra life in his tires that he's got. I think you're right. I think Kimi is coming through. It's going to be here. So Lewis is now 8 seconds behind Lando Norris. 8.4, mate. Never. Yeah, this is it. Never, ever.
Yeah, now he's got to keep pushing like hell. And same for Max pitted on hard tires, by the way.
Okay, and while we're having that conversation, Kimi just missed out on getting past George Russell on that.
This is playing out really well. If Mercedes are smart, they do team orders here. They got to do team orders. Thank you, Charles. Good work. Good teamwork. Okay, I'm just behind you.
Okay.
Oh my God! No, what? Antonelli.
Yeah, so it's going to be into the first. Somebody else has said this as well. George leans on his tires more than Kimi, but that's what I don't understand. George is meant to be the smoother driver.
This is really good. I like it. Keep fighting, boys.
Here we go. George is defending. Does he go to the middle of the track? That's the place to go. No. Yes, to the middle of the track. Bang, there he goes. Oh, but it's not over. Look, because Kimi's trying to duck underneath him again down the outside of turn 3. Is he going to do it? No. I already knew he wasn't going to do it because I've got it on my track mapper.
Is this a Hamilton Rosberg situation happening? Oh my God. How many years? 2006, no?
Yes, exactly.
10
Ammar,
years?
you're right. Mate, the more they fight, the better
Look
it
at
is
you
for
now.
Lewis.
Now look at you with your fanboyism. Look at you.
But
Come on.
but do you see
I know,
how
both.
my fanboyness feeds into how exciting this race has suddenly become?
Oh, so you are advocating for two cars to take each other out. That is somehow
I don't
more
want them to take each
acceptable
other out,
than
but
we
I'm
think.
happy for them to hold each other up. If they lose time fighting each other, that only works well for the rest of the race. Okay, what's the time now? 6.1
Okay, this is really
behind.
okay, I'm back
Lando
in. I think
Norris.
Lewis could win this. By the way, so good Lando. I mean, this is really now. I mean, yeah. See, you got. That's why Bono came back and said no more risks.
Okay, what's Kimi saying?
Man, I tell you what,
Track
dude.
limits.
Antonelli just has it, man.
limits,
It just. I know we can look at like charts and stuff, but like, man, Antonelli feels so one with this car in the way that Russell doesn't for whatever reason. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know why that.
I don't know why.
Yes, but then how did he end up 3/10 behind his teammate in qualifying?
And Shez, I'm still like bamboozled by the idea that he is within a second of George. Like he was like 6 seconds behind. Like it couldn't be so bad with traffic.
He has got newer tires, and traffic did play a part in that.
What's the offset? It's just like two laps old, Shez.
But I just told you, even 2 laps difference.
And Russell was in clear air.
Look at that front right. Look at that front right. Yeah.
Now, if I'm Hamilton, I take it a little bit easy now because now he's got to go into tire safe mode.
4.2. Who are you talking about?
Lewis says.
Lewis can't afford to back off. He has to be basically within a pit stop of the 2 drivers ahead. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Oh, I love this this driver engineer relationship now as well. Like Carlos Santi's just like egging him on, like, come on, let's go. He's as excited as we are.
He really is. I told you, man. You got to be a little bit crazy.
3.1.
Is Hamilton catching Norris though? How much is it?
3 seconds behind now. Last lap he was nearly 3 seconds quicker.
I tell you what. Hamilton is on for a win, but I also feel like Lando is on for a podium. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So. Antonelli's got to be careful with his black and white flag too. So a 5-second penalty could be the end of.
Yeah, absolutely.
They should be smart. Mercedes.
I mean, Kimi's really pushing right now.
So let's not slow each other down. Do you see the Bono message? Yeah.
Yeah, but Kimi doesn't care. Kimi's just like, I want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, if they're going to do that, then they should just swap cars at this point. Like they should. I mean, you're going to tell Antonelli, what is he supposed to do? Like just slow down.
This is the problem, isn't it? Whoa! Norris pitted.
Oh, see. Now this helps Lewis even more. He doesn't have to worry about Norris.
He's now 6.8 behind Kimi Antonelli. Last lap was 1.5 seconds quicker. You're not going to have to worry about it, Martin Brundle. I'm really sorry. I am actually spoiling this race for anybody that's on the same... that's basically fine. Watching the Sky.
There's so much happening. I mean, from where I'm seeing, I can still see Antonelli and Russell duking it out. And they're still like... This is not good for them. They're going to screw themselves. Now, how are they going to do the pit stops? I think Kimi Antonelli's trying to get ahead so he can get... Oof.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, track position gives you all of the options ultimately, doesn't it? Clear air. It gives you first choice
Russell's boxing.
Pit stops. So Russell's going for the undercut. Box. Okay, there we go. Yeah, exactly. You're right. There you go, Ammar. You're absolutely right. Because Kimi didn't want to be second into the pits.
It's fine, though. I mean, again,
yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? So what?
And Russell's sort of holding Antonelli up, to be honest. I mean, this is doing both of them a favor because Antonelli, if he does have that pace, he might as well go all in on these tires, and then they only have... They only have to do one more stop, and that would be enough to cover Hamilton. But
well, it might be, because currently Lewis is still catching Kimi Antonelli. He's only 4.38 behind, and he was about 2 seconds quicker that last lap.
So what Hamilton has to do is try to get as close to the Mercedes and then pit again.
Mercedes. He needs to get past the Mercedes and build as big a gap as he possibly can, because he's going to have to make a pit stop. This doesn't, like, this 3-stop doesn't work unless he gets past both Mercedes. Yeah, this is it. This is how this strategy works, mate. Lewis has to get past Kimi Antonelli, and the pace that he's got at the moment potentially allows him to do that. Oh, I'm so excited. Ammar, I am so excited by this.
Okay.
Bang. Okay, so Kimi's coming to the pits.
Kimi's going to pit too, yeah. That makes sense. They should pit now, let Hamilton go, and then they're going to have... And they needed to separate the two drivers too.
But
they did a lot of damage to each other.
Check this out. Now it depends how much of a gap Lewis can pull out. He's currently, if we look at this, he's 17 seconds ahead of George Russell and 19 seconds ahead of Kimi Antonelli as they come out. So how this is all shaken out, he's about a pit stop ahead of Kimi Antonelli.
Antonelli, is he going to come ahead of Russell?
No, he's come out behind. He was always going to come out behind.
Yeah, he has. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little behind. Okay, sorry.
Right? So Lewis now has to eke this out as far as he can, because it's now just a straight stint race between the two. He's got himself track position, like on merit. He's got himself track position. He now needs to make that count so that when he takes his final stop, when everybody else doesn't stop, or are they going to stop? They're not going to stop. Everybody's stopped twice now, right?
Except for Leclerc.
Except for Charles Leclerc. Everybody stopped twice.
I think Charles has a 1-2 stopper, and he should probably just go for a 2-stopper at this point.
So Lewis basically needs to now build up a 20-second gap to the Mercs. That's what he needs to do.
I mean, Russell is only like 2 seconds ahead of Antonelli.
I don't know why you're looking at the Mercedes cars, man. It's not about them at the moment. It's genuinely about how much of a gap Lewis can create.
I'm trying not to focus on us, so it'll be okay. It's called reverse psychology, Shez.
Well, okay. Screw your reverse psychology.
I want us to win, man.
This is
what are you doing
it.
here?
AJ Smith 230 says it all comes down to what Lewis Hamilton has left. Correct. It's what he can do. He's been on his tyres now for 11 laps. They're medium tyres. The pace is going to drop off. It's how much further he can eke out that pace before he has to pit. If he pits ahead of the other drivers, right? If he pits ahead of the other drivers because he's created that 20-second gap, we're on. So it needs a 19, 20-second gap for Lewis to get ahead. And if he doesn't do that, it doesn't matter. If he pits behind them and ends up just behind, again on fresher tyres, will he have enough laps at the end to overtake them in the way that he just did just now? That'll be interesting. Either way, Lewis is in box seats. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, what's the gap now? Oh, he's still not. He's still come behind Antonelli if he pitted now.
Yeah, this is it. This is Carlos Santi saying what I just said. This is the moment in clear air. He has to make those tires count. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, so that I think is the play, isn't it? Like, he's never going to be able to get the gap that's 20 seconds. You can see it already. It's starting to come down already to George. He's about 16 seconds behind.
Leclerc did Hamilton a favor, holding Russell back there a little bit. Did you see that?
Yeah. Nice move. Yeah, exactly. And again, that works out badly for George. Because
and now Antonelli's right there.
But it works out badly for George because George had to overtake Leclerc on track.
Is that a yellow flag?
Yeah, something's happened. Who's not moving? VSC deploy. Who's not moving?
Oof. Why did they have the VSC now? I waited just
no, this is fine.
For Charles.
Well, for Lewis it helps, doesn't it? Because it. Okay, let's have a look. I don't know what the VSC is for, and I cannot see who has dropped.
If Alonso had stopped like 20 seconds before, this could have been a different deal.
Race on that 3-stop. Yes.
So Lewis can
Fernando
pit
Alonso.
now.
It was for Alonso. It's for Fernando.
Okay, look at Fernando Alonso doing Lewis a favor. Yeah, Hamilton can pit now. There you go. Boom.
Is he going to pit now? Is
it a full safety?
It's a VSC, isn't it? It's not going to be a full safety car.
No, but I think it might go to a full safety in this.
With 16 seconds, does Lewis pit now? Yes. Probably.
Yes, of course he should.
Has he, though? It doesn't look like he has. He's 20 seconds. Now's the time to pit, Lewis. Because you'll come out 20 seconds ahead of everybody else. That'll be it. Race done. Why is Lewis not pitting? Why is Lewis not pitting?
I think it was just where he was at track position.
Okay, here we go. Is this it? No, he hasn't pitted. Ammari's not pitted. Oh, he has pitted. Oh, thank God he has pitted. He's pitted.
Such a bad break for Leclerc, though, right? If he just pitted, if he had waited one more lap, I know Lewis had just pitted, which I mean, this is great. This is gonna be interesting now.
Let's see where he
now
comes out.
Can we see what is it? What's the deal?
Yeah, so he's only 1.5 behind. He's only 1.5 ahead of. Yeah, man, they should have come in a lap earlier. Why are they so slow? Come on, Ferrari. But now it's turned into a race of aggression to a race of defense. Dane Loire saying Alonso is helping Hamilton. Those two beef, that is very, very rare. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you,
in the lead.
But Lewis paid it back by not taking a pit stop on the first lap that he had an opportunity to.
That's okay. He's still ahead. That's all that counts now.
Not really.
And now
yes, he's got slightly newer tires. Yes. But that car fundamentally is not as quick as the Mercedes.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
You think it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter now. He's ahead. That's all that matters. It doesn't.
You say that, but he should.
This is all you could ask for.
Stop it,
Shed. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to stop you right now. Stop it. It's fine. It's fine. He's going to win. I don't know how we got here, but we did.
I'm not going to say no. I do love that. Hey, we are in front. Brilliant. Come on, Carlo Santi.
What a race this has been. Just like we predicted here.
Oh my God. Let me see. Great job, guys. Yes, this is Lewis in like winner mode. Come on, Lewis. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to have to do what you do and stop looking at Lewis's gap. And we can definitely talk about some other drivers if you like.
Now you want to do that? Now you... Look, man, no, man, embrace it. Who cares? We went 2/3 of the race and we did that. You just keep doing you.
When you're being aggressive, it's exciting to watch. When you're being defensive, then
I start
like to worry.
He can be aggressive. It's fine. He's got better tires. He's got... it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, but the other guys.
This is bad for Russell because if he loses the race win, that's bad for him. For Antonelli, it's fine. He comes P3 is the worst case, and I think he's going to come ahead of Russell.
What this does is it draws Lewis a bit closer to the first to.
And the Mercedes battle is going to actually
help
him.
Championship.
So, yeah, that's true.
3.25 with 24
This
laps
is why
to go.
you had papaya rules, by the way, which I hated. But this is why you have them, just to prevent this exact same
What do you
thing
mean
from
you
happening.
hated papaya rules? You loved papaya rules last year.
No, I didn't love papaya
You were
rules.
the
I didn't
biggest
love them
fan
in
of
the last
papaya
race
rules.
either, by the way. So, you know.
You're like, I'm going to eat papaya all day long.
You didn't even eat one. You didn't even know one existed.
It's true. I still don't actually know. Dane Laura says, agreed with Ammar. Oh, that Lewis now has the race in the bag.
Yeah, he does. I mean, okay, let's see what the Mercedes has got really. Like,
listen,
we're now going to find out. Like, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Just to be clear, like I totally want you to be right. I just have a certain level of skepticism about the whole thing. Yeah. Like, he could have been 10 seconds ahead of the two drivers behind him, but
I know it's fine. Yes,
4.
It's going to be a tall ask, right? Because it's 22 laps. So this is it's going to be interesting how this works out.
Yeah, Lewis still did a better lap
yellow
than
flag
all
infringement.
The others. A yellow flag infringement. What's that? Who got a yellow flag infringement? I missed that.
You want me to tell you? Lewis.
No.
It's going to be fine. They're just going to review it. Today, it's not going to happen today. Just relax.
You have got to be kidding me. Oh, come on. I mean, if he infringed it, didn't he?
I don't know, Shez. Come on. I don't we don't even know what it's for, where it was, anything. We don't know. Just focus on the race. Don't matter. Oh, those Mercedes are catching up though. It's 3.7 now.
Lewis just did a fastest lap of the race, the last lap
around. He did
though.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, I'm a little behind. 3 point.
Okay, what's happening a bit further back? Any battles happening that we can distract ourselves with?
You want to distract yourself with Leclerc and Verstappen in P5, P6?
I mean, yeah. Charles is very, very slowly catching Max. Yeah. But the problem is now that you've had a VSC and everyone's pitted, all of the tire offsets.
Yeah, all the excitement is gone. Right? Like, so it's not now it's just whatever you're going to get is what you're going to get.
Yeah, exactly.
Short of another safety car, maybe that changes things up. But
mate, if they take this, mate, if Lewis gets robbed of a race win because of that yellow flag infringement, I'm going to be really unhappy.
AJ says George probably pointed something out on Lewis.
Snitch Russell, yeah, exactly. Mate, he seems to have his eyes all over the place, doesn't it? Like, but how would he have been able to see that Lewis had a yellow flag infringement when he was 20 seconds behind? Answer me that.
I have no answers.
No
answers. I mean, this race it's about to be over in like 20 minutes at this rate. Like, it's like 47 laps now.
21
20
laps
left, right? Yeah.
Sainz has just taken.
And it's a little more than 20 minutes.
Gabby Bortoletto. Yeah. Sainz, man. Sainz is doing well, isn't he? Like, is Alex Albon still in the race? Yes, he is. 2 laps down. Hold on. So it was Lewis going past Fernando's car. Did he slow down enough? No, yeah, okay, fine.
Shez, Casual is in our chat. He's congratulating you.
What up, Casual?
Already.
Hey, I should do these more often. That's true. It's good. I'm clearly
we're going to have him on next time. Let's see.
Good luck charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get the timing thing going.
Thanks for joining, buddy.
Thanks, Casual. Yeah, Lewis is doing a good job, man. I think Ferrari in the clear air is just.
I mean, this is one of those things. Do you remember that? Do you remember that race in 2021, the Mexican Grand Prix? Lewis, that was the race where Max just pulled off the mother and father of all first corner moves, where he went round the outside of everyone. And Lewis then ends up second with Sergio Perez coming at him, and all the crowd like, oh my god, Perez is going to get him, Lewis comes out at the end of the race and he's like, yeah, I was never really worried. It was never really about whether Perez was going to get past me. It was never going to happen. And I sometimes feel like Lewis when he's ahead like this and he's got a clear track and he's got
it's clear air is king, man.
Yeah, he starts to feel a little bit more comfortable, but I'm just a little bit worried about that yellow flag infringement. He is now 5.8 ahead. Ugh. So we'll see.
So if Mercedes are smart, they probably let Antonelli by. They should let Antonelli by and catch him.
Why would they do that?
They really should, because Antonelli's got a better chance of catching him.
He's a tenth quicker on that last lap. And he's not
but he's quicker than George, so at least he's got a chance of putting some pressure.
Yeah, but that's not a fact. He's actually not really catching George. The gap is about
from what I see anyway.
It's 1.6. Well, it's not any different. What's more interesting to me is the Leclerc-Verstappen battle. Can Charles get past Max? I understand what you're saying, but I just don't. I can't see them. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, but it's sort of hovering around that 1.6.
It just again, I think it looks like Antonelli's got the car there, and so if they want to try to win this race or at least challenge Lewis or somehow, and they're gonna have to decide that really quickly because there's not that many laps.
I think our biases are feeding into our play on that because already.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I mean, at this point, I mean, I even it's not a guarantee that he will catch Lewis. It's a question of whether they can put pressure on him or not. So.
Yeah, but Kimi's already pushed back a little bit now, hasn't he? He's dropped off again.
Oof. Lewis has really got the car between
18 laps to go. Oh my God, this is. I think
you're about to go streaking, guys. It's going to happen here. Bring all your friends.
If Lewis wins this, you guys might see tears. that might be worth the price of entry alone. Okay,
yeah. Well, those of you that are in the stream, call your friends. We're about to see an Oscar-worthy moment here.
Kimi's definitely putting some pressure on George now. He's
I'm telling you, man. You keep saying that.
I don't disagree.
No further investigation, Shez. You can start tearing that shirt off a little bit. And you want to just put a slight tear in there for now. You got to set this up, man. You can't just win an Oscar.
Nobody wants to see what's happening underneath. No further investigation. Perfect. I think you're ahead of me, mate.
I have no idea who's ahead of who right now at this point. Like we're all kind of within a 30-second. We're in each other's DRS train.
18 to go. This is what I mean. This is less of an interesting.
Yeah, but it's interesting because Lewis Hamilton is leading. He's got 5-lap newer tires. It got every possible advantage that he could at this one. There's nothing that he could have asked for better.
The question now is what Mercedes do between George and Kimi, really, isn't it? I think George would absolutely.
George is dropping off big time now. From Lewis,
but the gap between him and Kimi isn't really getting any bigger.
Yeah, because he's holding him up, Shez.
Any smaller. It's not getting any smaller, is what I'm saying.
Well, he's at this point, it's fair to say that Russell is holding Kimi up. Like, I think you just have to call it for what it is. If they're smart about this.
But what is okay?
Man, Lando's doing a great job.
But to make that call, you have to be sure that if Kimi overtakes, that he is going to go after Lewis. And what evidence do we have for that?
I don't. We're like, if Mercedes want to have a shot at giving Lewis a challenge, they should let Antonelli by.
But that premise has to be predicated on the fact that Kimi would have a chance of going past Lewis.
Yeah, that's all I said. It's a chance.
Do you think there is that chance?
Maybe in more clear air he can. And clearly Russell's holding him up. Look, Russell's now in my screen. He's 7.8 seconds behind Lewis. Like he's dropped off by like a couple seconds now in 2 laps. Either he's got a problem or something's going on. Like,
I don't see this happening because.
So if they don't swap now, then it's over. Then forget it.
What do you do if Kimi gets like 4 seconds ahead of George, but doesn't get past?
Doesn't
Lewis?
matter. They're going to fight with each other at this rate too. I mean, look for Antonelli.
Around again?
No, I don't
Why
know.
not?
I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean, it depends on where you're exactly at. What's
Because
going on
Ammar,
behind you? I
if
mean,
you're gonna impose team orders in one direction, why are you not going to
gosh,
then
Shez, I don't
impose
understand
team
why you're
orders in the
doing
other
this, man.
direction?
At this rate, Antonelli's gonna pass Russell anyway.
But he's not. He's not got closer than right now. This is the closest
He's
he has ever been.
1.1 seconds.
This is
What
the closest he's ever been. So let's see what happens.
I don't know why you're arguing this. That makes no sense. It says someone's telling us to stop. Dane is telling us to stop arguing. We'll be happy Ferrari fan. I mean, guys, we're trying not to talk about Ferrari right now. Don't you get it?
Someone said they won't swap. They are racing for points. Yeah, absolutely agree. Let them have a battle between themselves.
No
I'm
problem.
Totally with.
I mean, this is a win-win for Antonelli either way.
Why would you swap them around? Yeah, swapping them around, I don't think is the way forward. Let them have their battle.
Oof. Russell's now 8.89. Man, God, like Lewis is
now Kimi's with him.
And Lewis can manage his tires too now. Now he doesn't have to worry about it either. Because when they start fighting again, Mercedes, they're going to drop a little more.
Yeah, which is brilliant for us. Well, brilliant for me.
The race, stop the count, everybody. Shez wants the race to stop right now. Right now.
That's it. This is a great result. Yeah, I mean, as long as there isn't a reliability issue, this is not the time for a reliability issue to happen.
I tell you what, again, Norris is sitting in a really nice spot. Like, I don't think he's competitive enough to win on merit, but he is sitting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, look, see, Antonelli's within the DRS. Like,
yeah.
Well, I think the race is Charles is going to do P5 at best.
Everyone. I don't. Direct is asking, is Norris a factor? I think if Russell and Antonelli start fighting, then yes. Yes. I think Norris could nick that final podium place if there's an incident between the two Mercedes drivers.
Shez, I'm coming right back. All right, hold on. Keep the race going.
Ammar just can't handle the heat. Ammar can't handle the heat. The arguments just got too much. You're just going to have to look at that giant Charles Leclerc Ferrari in the background. In fact, I'd never noticed how many Ferraris Ammar has on his bookshelf. Crazy. He really is a Ferrari fan. I had no idea. But here we are. Kimi is now 0.8 behind. Oh, it's a fight. This is definitely a fight. This helps two people. It helps Lewis Hamilton and it helps Lando Norris. Lando now 1.6 behind with Kimi Antonelli within nearly half a second. I have so much more pace, man. He's asking for team orders. They're always going to say that, though. And this is, Ammar's going to come back and say, let's see, but what driver is not going to say that they've got more pace than their teammate in front? But if George has got a little bit more in the tank, now's the time to show it, brother. Pick up the pace here, George. Okay, this is it. George, you've got to pick up the pace. Yeah, but no point doing that with 14 laps to go, I don't think, but maybe there is. The last thing Lewis needs really, though, is to have these two swap around and have Kimi coming at him. And Kimi is a 19-year-old. If he gets asked to swap that back round again, if he doesn't catch Lewis Hamilton, is he going to do it? I think it's pretty unlikely. There'll be some very angry radio messages. And that's absolutely why George is going to fight this tooth and nail. He's not going to give up that position. I think they're reaching. They're reaching a little bit, but Norris isn't really catching at the moment, is he? So he's 1.2 behind, and Russell and Antonelli are sort of. Oh, I think it's settled down at about a second. Kimi gets close into that final sector and down the pit straight, but then George seems to eke it out a bit. He seems to have a bit more. Oh, yeah, that first corner, Kimi's gagging for it, but it's George is not going to want to give that back. And you see the same pattern again through the first sector. Kimi catches a bit, but then Russell has a bit more pace in that final sector and allows him to pull ahead again. He's pulled out a little bit of a gap this time.
Oh my God.
But I don't think Kimi's got overtake mode this time around, which is going to give George a little bit of a let-off. You have to remember, obviously, because we don't have DRS to give you that obvious marker that one driver is within a second of the other. You just have to remember that if you're not within a second at the final corner here, you don't get the overtake mode. And this lap, Kimi doesn't have overtake mode. And I think that's given George a little bit of a breather. Hasn't really helped him in his battle against Lewis, who is now 11.2 seconds to the good. 12 laps to go. This is looking pretty good for Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, man. Look at you, Shez. This is great. I mean, Hamilton's winning this race. There's just no way.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty interesting if Lewis loses it from here. Touch wood. I mean, promise I'm touching wood.
What are they doing? What is Mercedes doing?
Well, Kimi is now starting to drop off because as soon as he moved out, as soon as he dropped back off of that overtake mode. Out of that overtake mode gap, he's not been able to keep within the 1 second. And also, as you say, I think you were about to say, they've now lost that impetus to do it, because unless Kimi has dropped back to save his tyres, he's lost his tyres, and that's why
he's lost his tyres now. Yeah.
Martin Brundle saying that Lewis could win this race by 20 seconds. Yeah, maybe. But I mean, even if he wins it by 5 seconds, I don't really mind. A win is a win is a win. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of have to think, where would Leclerc have been if he hadn't had that crash in Q3? But I kind of have to give Lewis a bit of credit, between FP3 and qualifying. He obviously got his head together and allowed his entire weekend to just completely switch. This is not the Lewis Hamilton we saw in FP2, who was 1.2 seconds behind his teammate at that point. Unbelievable turnaround, I think. Leclerc getting Leclerc seems to have sort of dropped off that battle with Max Verstappen, hasn't he? But Max on that set of mediums, that's gone. Kimi's coming back at George again. He's trying to get back desperately into that 1 second before the overtake mode, because it allowed him to get in. And clearly, even though that the rules have changed since Miami to make this less about yo-yo racing, actually that overtake mode has clearly been powerful enough to get Kimi in the zone. That's exactly what should happen. This is actually the kind of racing that I don't mind. This is an exciting race. And it is much more of a traditional race. This I can get on board with. Like, they're slower than they would have been otherwise, and I definitely don't want them to give up on 60-40. But this is a much more, you can believe what you're seeing here.
Wait, whoa! We're back to 60-40.
We absolutely should still have
come
60-40.
On. Just enjoy it. Like, look at you. This is why Ferrari can have good things. Like, come on, man.
Is Kimi within that 1 second? No, he is not. He's not going to get overtake mode this lap. And the number of laps are running out.
I just want to say the Mercedes have done something very unusual in doing this by letting their drivers fight. They've essentially handed over all the advantage to Lewis. Like, this has got to hurt Toto really bad. He's going to cry right after this.
But Lewis has had.
No, I know that, but they
had the pace to win this race, and if he had got ahead into the first corner, actually, he wouldn't have had to do that exciting 3-stop strategy, in which we actually saw him overtake absolutely no one other than, I think, Oscar Piastri around the outside of turn 3, because everybody else, like Moses, parting the waves, just pitted in front of him. Brilliant. He basically lost no time in that middle stint. Go on,
Well, I mean, the irony of all of this is it's Alonso that gave Lewis Hamilton the advantage with the VSC. I mean, think about that. I mean,
Oh
Wait,
yeah, absolutely.
poetic,
Exactly.
isn't it?
If he'd taken his pit stop a lap earlier, okay, is Kimi going to get into that 1.8 here? This is the point, right?
This is
where
a
he
good
needs
race for
to.
Antonelli, no matter how. And this is a bad race for Russell. He should have won this race.
It's not a bad
He's
race.
not
It's just
going to
not
win
an
it.
ideal
It's a
race.
bad
Isn't it?
race. It's a bad race. He's about to lose P2 as well. I guarantee you he's going to lose P2 unless Antonelli gets the infringement on the stuff. Like it's. And all Antonelli needs to do is get ahead of Russell. Like that's it.
Well, yes, that is the aim of a racing driver. But if it happens naturally, like there's no point doing it now. But with 8 laps left, right?
Yeah.
There's no way that Kimi is going to go ahead and catch and pass Lewis Hamilton in 8 laps. So the only reason to swap them around now is to support Kimi's title challenge. That's the only reason to do it. To do it as a team order. But if you let them fight and one of them gets past the other one, great, perfect, go for it.
Yeah, well, now it's over. The Mercedes is not fighting for the win anymore. It's done. I mean, Lewis is now 13 and a half, 14 seconds. And this tells you a couple of things, right? One, when you're in clear air, the race changes completely. That still is very true. Like it just simply is. The second thing is I think Ferrari are back in business now, particularly with Hamilton. And if Leclerc can do a slightly better job. I mean, can you imagine if Leclerc had even qualified P3, P4, if not even on the front row? Like this could have been a 1-2 possibly for Ferrari. So
yeah, absolutely.
But they're definitely in there in the mix. And I didn't think a race win was going to come this quickly until this morning. But good God, like he's got it.
Yeah, absolutely. And what encourages me the most, here we go, Anthony's back within a second, so he's going to get that overtake mode again this
and Lewis doesn't have to do anything special either. He just probably doesn't even need to push as fast because the Mercedes are going to start fighting here. The fight is going to happen now. And that's going to take away any opportunity for that.
Yeah, but it's more about what happens to. Well, actually, Norris is now almost 3 seconds behind, so he's dropped back. Yeah. So what might happen is that these two now that if unless you swap them and let Kimi go, which is ridiculous with 7 laps. The only other call I can think of that is going to come is that the pit wall tells one of them tells Kimi to back off and says,
yeah, that's the only other thing they can say now is.
And actually, that's probably the most sensible thing to do.
Is Russell struggling with something? Like he shouldn't be falling off that far. Like he really shouldn't. What is this? Who's coming in now?
Maybe you're right. But there's but there's definitely an argument here for the pit wall to tell the two drivers to just call it off at this point, which they're obviously not. And maybe Kimi wouldn't even listen.
Why would they call it off now? If they were not willing to swap before, why call it off now? Like I don't understand.
Just call it off. Because
I know, but why do that either? If you weren't willing to get in there in between.
Because what you don't want to do is have a crash between the two drivers.
Well, it is what it is. Like it's up to them.
Okay, you're thinking
it doesn't benefit either of them to crash.
You're thinking like a George Russell hater, and I'm thinking.
No, I'm not thinking like a hater. Stop it.
What a team principle.
Be a good Ferrari fan. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not thinking as a hater. I mean, clearly Antonelli's got the better car and better drive right now. Like, and it's again proving. And by the way, the VSC gave Lewis an advantage, but it's all the fighting the two of them were doing.
Oh, this is the move. This is the move. It's gonna happen. No. Kimmy's gone past him.
I'm behind you.
No, you're behind me. Just on the, you'll see it this lap round.
Oh, 0.3 on the time. I'm watching the timing screen because they should have done the swap when there was like 15-ish laps left. Now it's too late. I mean, it obviously is too late now. But
I think George's title bid is done.
George is struggling for whatever reason. Like I don't know what it is. There you go. Is it done?
Well, he's passed, isn't he? Kimmy's got
okay,
passed.
All right. Let's see. This is really
and this absolutely feeds back into what we said before, right? That despite George having a smoother style, being quicker over one lap in certain circumstances, actually Kimi has the better tire management. It's really interesting because here we go. We're going to see the move right now. Bang. This is a really easy move, isn't it? Oh, he's pushed him.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a team order.
Russell's really pushed him there,
not a team order. So that was definitely a battle between the two of them. Yeah, they're going for it.
And this is going to help Lewis win. Like I'm not hearing Brundle, but Brundle told you like 20 seconds. Yeah, it's going to.
Okay, so what's
now
George
the question
done?
is,
No.
can Norris come into play or not? Like,
No,
I mean,
no, that's not- I
by the
think
way,
this
I'm
is
not a
done.
hater or anything. I'm just looking for racing at this point. I don't see anything else anywhere down. The next closest
I
thing
think this
is
done.
Norris, but I don't think he has it.
George's
is going to be
tires
a
are absolute
bad.
shot. Look at that front left.
Whose front left are you looking at?
George's front left is absolutely demolished.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't need that.
I think Russell is in danger of dropping out of the podium. They really do. If Norris has saved his tires.
No, he's not. He's 2.7 behind with 5 to go. It's not going to happen.
It's a long 5 laps, Shez.
I think it's unlikely. He's now 1 point. Russell's back ahead again. What? Oh, Kimi stopped.
Wait a second. Antonelli stopped?
Kimi stopped. Is this the first time a reliability issue is going to hit Kimi Antonelli? Oh, wait for it. Oh my God, this is a spoiler alert if you guys aren't. Yeah, he's got a bit of damage, hasn't he, on the front wing? Oh, something's going to slow him down. Something is about to slow him down. You're going to see it. Watch. Oh, here we go. VSC.
There
again.
you go. Wow. There you go.
Yeah,
oh my goodness. Oh, this is quite the plot twist, isn't it? Man, Shez, Mercedes have reliability issues.
Mate,
Hamilton is going to catch up a full 25 points on Antonelli.
Yeah, I know.
What happened? Leclerc stopping too.
Oh my God.
Is Leclerc stopping too?
No, VSC, mate. Everyone's on VSC.
Okay, he just slowed down.
Oh, no, it is. Leclerc has slowed down.
He's lost something. He's saying, what is he losing?
Wait. Let's hear it. Lost powers. He's lost his steering. Lost the hydraulics. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. When you lose the power steering, you have to worry. Is
it Leclerc
full-on
who's
hydraulic issue? Yeah, it's Chuck. Someone saying safety car could be bad for Lewis. Yeah. Yeah. If this turns into a full safety car, it's kind of all over.
Yeah, I mean, so this is not on Leclerc, right? But he's going to DNF this one too, or is he going to try to bring it home somehow?
The first time a Ferrari driver won't have finished a race this season. If he retires from the race at this point.
He has to retire. It doesn't look like he can. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, Kimi's definitely out. But now it's really just about okay, is this going to be, oh man, what happens now? Is it still just VSC? Can they recover that car?
All the Russellites are going to be happy now. Look at that. Russellmania, you got your wish.
That's not what I wanted. Definitely not what I wanted.
Well, I know, but I mean, this is going to happen. Like, he's going to have a DNF the other way too. This is amazing. Lewis is going to cut a whole 25 points on the 66-point lead.
But the problem is, so Lewis can't actually even box, can he? Because they're retiring Charles' car.
Doesn't matter. It's only a VSC thus far, no? Is it a full safety car?
No, it's a VSC at the moment.
He doesn't have to box. He's going to be fine. As long as he's ahead of Russell, he's going to be fine. And look at it. I was right. Norris is on the podium.
3 to go. My wife has just pointed out, as if there was no British bias in this podcast at all, that the top 3 are all 3 British are Brits. Drivers.
Congratulations, guys. Enjoy it. You should enjoy every bit of it. This is a momentous moment.
This is going to happen under a VSC, a momentous moment. As if it's never happened before.
The bad part for Russell is, even though he's going to finish ahead of Antonelli, it's only an 18-point swap. 17-point swap, I should say. Good God, what a race this has turned out to be.
25 points. Okay, are they going to be able to get rid of this car under VSC? Is this race going to finish under a VSC?
It's going to end under VSC. There's just not enough laps left.
They don't like that, though, do they?
Championship is turned, buddy.
Are they going to red flag it? and give us a
No,
give us a
just keep
lap.
going through VSC and be done with it. Well, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, that's what I want. But are they going to, for entertainment purposes?
Are they rolling Antonelli's car in? Like they probably have like one lap left. I like the fact that it's a VSC and not a full safety. I like that.
Yeah, me too. But oh my god, this car has no
just
turning
keeps
circle.
the flow going. Shez, you're fine. Lewis is 25 seconds behind. He can just put it on
about that. If they decide
to
red flag,
what are we doing, Shez? How are we celebrating? Come on, let's go. Let's go. What are we doing?
If they red flag the race,
who cares?
Then
they're not going to red flag it now.
Start.
Shez, stop it, man. You're insufferable. They've just rolled Antonelli's car in. Like, what are you talking about? Like, Djokovic is there. Shez, what are we doing? Are we streaking? Let's go, buddy. Come on.
Oh God. I'm actually on the edge of my seat. I cannot believe
everybody.
This is how
Oscar-worthy moment, guys. All jump in. If you haven't joined, you're missing something.
I'm not acting. This is definitely not
Hamilton
acting.
is going to be 51 points behind. Now, I'll go ahead and say this, even though I'm a Charles Leclerc fan, Ferrari should just support Hamilton like this here. Like, I'm going to say this.
Yes, that's what I wanted Ammar to say.
Fine. It is what it is.
VSC is ending. Here we go.
Yeah, we're ready, buddy.
With 2 to go, Lewis is still...
We're back.
God. He's nearly 20 seconds ahead of George Russell.
Oh, my goodness.
106 race wins. Oh, my God, don't jinx it. Come on. I still remember...
Chess, it's happening, man. It's happening.
I've seen too many
It's happening.
I still remember 2000 when Mika Hakkinen... His Mercedes engine blew up on the final lap of the Spanish Grand Prix. Oh my God. Please don't let that happen. Lewis Hamilton is on his final lap according to the track map. He's still going. Still 19 seconds ahead, so nothing's happened in that final lap so far. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at the track map. I'm just looking at the live feed.
Let's go. Let's go.
I want to look at. He's on the final lap of the race. Lewis Hamilton is in the lead of the race in a Ferrari at 42, the first driver to win a race in their 40s. Someone correct me. This is unbelievable. Everyone said he was done. He was questioning himself last year. They should replace me with somebody else. Here we are, man. This is not a sprint win. This is a Grand Prix win that he has won on merit with an absolutely swashbuckling drive. Turn 9. We're coming up to turn 10.
Take it all in, Shez. Take it all in. Oh my God,
this is so exciting. Lewis Hamilton just rounding the final corner. He's just coasting now. He's just, okay, I've got this in the bag. 19 and a half seconds to the good from George Russell, his old teammate.
Yeah, he's done it.
He's going round the final corner. Oh my God, it's actually going to happen. Wins.
We're back, baby.
The Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix 2026.
Let's go!
106 race wins. Lewis freaking Hamilton!
Shez, rip your shirt. Come on. Let's do it.
Come on, Lewis. Come on. Yes.
Oh, my God. Wow. This feels so amazing. Happy. What on earth just happened? We're going to have to go back and watch some of this race back.
Everybody that said Lewis Hamilton has had it. He's done.
Who said it?
He's over. Anybody that said that. Say that to me today, because you cannot.
Oh.
Unbelievable. Lewis Hamilton wins his 6 races?
So many. He's not even going to bother. Well, this is first with Ferrari. Man, this is just amazing.
And it wasn't
amazing.
It wasn't a gifted win. It wasn't a win where he didn't have to work for it. You know, when you heard him in the middle of the race going for it, he's saying, "What do I want?
I need to hear the radio, Shez."
Here we go.
They're going to be going crazy in Italy today. Oof. Remember, guys, for Ferrari, it's always the team before the driver. What a great message. All right, I'm going to say this. I told you this, Shez, when we talked offline. The Kardashian effect is for real. Oh, he's crying. He's crying. Everybody, he's crying.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my goodness.
It was going to happen. It was always going to happen.
Shez, this happened live here. I'm going to have to clip this. He is crying, Shez. Come on, give us your speech. I'm excited, but I'm not as excited as you are. Look at you. I can't reach you. Oh my God. This is amazing. This has
made my weekend.
What a great watch along we picked, Shez. The only thing you need to do to ensure he wins is
turn up.
Forza Ferrari.
Woo!
We're back, baby. We're back. All right. Toto Wolff's going to be crying in the fetal position somewhere, no? I mean, tears of joy.
I mean, Mercedes have won every race so far this season. Other than
I have never seen this much emotion from you.
Toto's going to care. But
oh my goodness!
How awesome! What a great race for us to cover.
Stephen Edge is celebrating. Shez, join your block party today. I'm expecting you to be running down the streets there.
All right, are we gonna listen in to the
Sure, yeah, I'm a little behind.
We'll have a little listen. Guys, honestly, I cannot believe we haven't done a watch along ever. The first time we go and do one, and this goes and happens. Unbelievable. We should do this every week.
The beauty we should do this all the time. The beauty of a Ferrari win is look, Antonelli's coming over to greet him too and say thank you even after. That's great by Antonelli too, by the way. I should just say that. Oh man, the beauty of a Ferrari win, Shez, is just amazing. Yeah, imagine when Ferrari gets its first championship in 2 decades, driver championship. Well, also team championship, really.
Mate, if it's Lewis, is it going to be Nico Rosberg who's doing the interviews?
Taking it all in. He's taking it all in. Oof.
Mate, he's geriatric. He's worried about his back.
Nah, Lando's coming over.
Honestly, this is so good. Well, Lando's just getting himself weighed. Is he going to give him a pat on the back?
You gotta love it, man. Like all these, Lewis Hamilton celebrating. He's taking a ticket from the FIA guy. Is that Joe Bauer? Oh man, people crying. Look at you, Shez. That's you there. This young lady's crying there.
I think you're a bit ahead of me on the feed.
Oh, Checo comes and congratulates him.
Lewis
what a day,
Shez, around this.
Congratulations to you, man. Congratulations to us. I am so happy today.
What did I do? I didn't do anything, but
you just. Why were you crying then? You didn't do anything. What do you mean? Max is coming and congratulating him. Goodness.
Here we go. George coming to say thanks.
I'm sure Leclerc will come in at some point too. What's the? This is amazing. It's an all-British podium too, Shez. Look at you.
I mean, I don't care about that. I genuinely don't care. About
I mean, you don't care about one guy on that podium. We all know who that is. But the other two, you do care.
Does he wear?
Shez, I was saying before you gave me the Oscar-worthy moment, which is that the Kardashian effect is really true. I'm telling you. It's also been really bad, by the way. I should just warn everyone. Just go back and see the history.
Surely it's only if he wins the title, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't. Just to kind of keep up with the not getting too ahead of ourselves. Yeah.
Oh, look how happy they are.
Everyone's happy. Goodness. This is the first Ferrari race win since Austin 2024. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Let your hair down, Lewis.
Even
no one gives a rat's ass. Do whatever you want.
All right.
Who's going on the top step with it? Is Freddie going with him?
There's Fred. There we go. What are you going to say? You're going to say fix it, Fred, now, or is he fixed
Dane,
it?
man. Charles Leclerc is, of course, Ammar. No, he isn't, Dane. You know what? I've always said Ferrari first, driver second. I would have loved to see Charles win, but his chances went out yesterday. And unfortunately, today, he had a DNF. And Lewis has been on his streak. So I just want to address all the Charles Leclerc fans and all of you haters that have come also to see my tears. I'm not crying. Charles did not deserve to win this week. He had some mistakes of his own and he had some bad luck. It is what it is. It happens. It happens to everyone. He's going to go back. He's going to find himself. I have no doubt that he'll come back. But today and right now, it's all about Lewis Hamilton. And this is amazing. And at the end of the day, Ferrari wins. I am happy. Lewis Hamilton is in the championship mix. I have no reason to believe that he's going anywhere. I haven't looked at what the next tracks are, but I have to imagine they're going to be in the mix. I'd like to see Charles there. I think there are race wins in for Charles too, but today it's all about Lewis Hamilton. We got to appreciate that.
Poor Charles, man. Like genuinely, like the
good.
The crash was his fault.
Some days, yeah.
But the first time Ferrari have a reliability issue, I mean, it could have been worse. He could have been in the lead of the race and it happened. So, here we go. All right, let's listen in.
And then Hamilton is better than Charles Leclerc. There's no denying that. Hamilton is better than, you could argue, all of the drivers on the grid, maybe barring one. So I don't even understand what am I doing there. But anyway, yeah.
That's Jerome D'Ambrosio in the background there as well. All the other people that he's brought over from Mercedes.
Oh, Lewis, man. It's amazing to see him back. So he's gone 3-2-1, right? He went third in Canada, 2 in Monaco, and 1 here, right? 3-2-1.
Yeah. 3-2-1. 2 2s and then he's won it.
Nico and Lewis again at this track together. Shez,
that's true. That is true.
The irony. And again, Alonso aided in that win. I want to just say that. I'm not saying that Lewis doesn't deserve it. I just want to add, like, these are just amazing things.
Absolutely. But I think if you listen to Nico Rosberg, he's constantly bigging up Lewis Hamilton because it definitely makes his championship worth a bit more.
Oh, there's a lot of Leclerc hate for some reason in the chat. I don't even get it. I don't understand. Whatever.
Agree. Do you see that though, right? This is what good strategy looks like. Like they picked it right every time. Other than
and that, calling Alonso too, right?
Other than they should have pitted 1 lap earlier under the VSC. I'll have to have a look.
There you go.
We'll definitely have a look before we chat again at some point tomorrow. But yeah, this is great fun. What a great race.
I think Russell is the real winner in this race. He got bailed out. He was definitely going to finish P3, which would have been really bad for him. He got bailed 100%. Out, really did.
100%. Yeah, George needs to work on his tire management. That's clearly the main problem, because even when he qualifies on pole, he still runs out of tires in the middle of the race, and that's got to be the problem.
Yeah, I'm going to respond to some of the people that are in our chat.
Please.
There's someone saying that there's some F1 people now saying Leclerc is overrated. He's worse than Lando. I mean, good God, like I don't know what to do with this. Like fan bases say all kinds of stuff that by definition is what fans do, right? I mean, it's not too long ago we were all listening to people saying Lewis is washed. So I'd say just give it a couple of races. Everybody has bad stretches. It's going to happen. I have zero doubt, and Leclerc's shown his ability. Just go back to Monza 24 if you want to see what he has done too. So again, today is not about Leclerc. Today is not about Max. It's all about Lewis. And if you really want to talk about it, it really is about Mercedes. I mean, Lewis wins, but Mercedes have really done themselves a number here. They should have never lost this race, and they managed to do that. That's like the second story in this, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, I think you're right. I think the problem that you have though now, that Charles Leclerc thing, is it's always, well, if a title is suddenly available, if it's there, is he going to step up and do it? Well, he's got a way to go before that happens now, right?
I think you got to put some context, right? I mean, look, he struggled with the brakes, and whatever the reasons are, he put them on this race. He wasn't comfortable with. In the end, he would have had
the brakes weren't an issue for him this weekend, though. He was. They
weren't an issue. No, it's an issue in the sense that it's new, right? So it takes. a bit of acclamation. So I think, again, we're expecting wonders in part because we've been wanting a race win. I'm hopeful that Leclerc will be in the mix next time round too. And I think he will be. I think it is a bit of a bad patch. Drivers go through that. It's okay to admit when you're not having a good time. He did so himself. I don't need to defend him. But again, Lewis has been building up to this. Again, he had a finished P3 in Canada, P2 in Monaco, and so this was a matter of time, right? If Ferrari had what it takes. The only question I've always had is, can Ferrari deliver on power and all of those things? There was never a question about Lewis, right? We talked about this several times, Shez, over the last 3 weeks.
Well, I think
Ferrari
there was never a question about Lewis.
There's never a question about Lewis. I never questioned Lewis. I mean, I don't know who you're talking about. Maybe, I guess there are people who question Lewis, but
I'm pretty sure we did
the question was always, could Ferrari give him a car?
Does Lewis Hamilton have to drive better?
Oh, I did. Well, that was you doing the whole reverse psychology thing. You can go watch the video. I never said anything like that.
Your answer to that was yes, he does need to do better.
Of course, everybody needs to do better. I mean,
okay, I'm gonna let that go for now because
why are you letting that? Well, I didn't even say it. I told you this several times. This is not a question about the two Ferrari drivers. I could see Leclerc winning in the same way too. If he puts it together, it can happen too. But I have to congratulate Ferrari for doing the right thing in terms of pit stops. And yes, you do need a little bit of luck in these things. It always is the case, at least when you're from behind. And you know what? To the victor go the spoils.
Absolutely.
You have to be in it to win it. You have to be willing to take risks to make it happen. And they did all the right things. They did all the right things, maybe outside of that first soft tire thing, but whatever. It's neither here nor there. You got to take some risks. You're going to go wrong. But they did everything right. And I would say they were bailed out also partly by the Mercedes drivers fighting, which is really their ace card. This is, again, goes back to 2 number ones or 1 number one. And if Ferrari are smart, I would wait it a couple more races and see how Leclerc does. But if he doesn't have it this year, they should really just be backing Lewis Hamilton. I'm happy to say that too.
Let's do it. Yeah, you heard it here first. Back Lewis Hamilton. And after that cliche-laden soliloquy, I think it's time to end our coverage of the Barcelona-Catalunya Grand Prix 2026. I'm super happy. I'm going to go and
he's going to go cry again
by walking around. We're going to try and do these a little bit more regularly. Maybe not every single race, but we'll definitely try and do them a bit more regularly. We'll have our hopefully regular post-race chat tomorrow. Join us for that. But as usual, if this was your first time here, thank you so much to everybody in the chat for joining in, keeping us entertained, keeping yourselves entertained. Please like, please subscribe, please leave us a comment. We will read every single one. We will reply to as many as we possibly can, and we'll see you guys in the next